are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead. All my favorite people are dead.
Well, hello there, breathers.
And welcome back
to another
interesting,
fascinating,
historic,
educational,
always education
episode
of All My Favorite People
Are Dead.
I'm Sue Teresi. We use a lot of adjectives. Did you ever notice that?
And we gotta find more, though.
What's another word for thesaurus? You get that? Yeah. Okay. Mom jokes. Okay. Yeah, we use a lot of adjectives. We need new adjectives.
We do, yeah.
Hey, breathers, if you have any appropriate adjectives that you want to shoot us over, let us know, because we're running out, because apparently our vocabulary is limited.
It's pretty limited.
And it's been so long since we took the SATs.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I can't make this shit up.
No, I know. Okay. I'm glad I'm sitting down. You got that look, too.
Yeah. So,
Okay.
all right. So today I was doing research.
What a shock.
Yeah. Story of my life.
It's something I never do.
But I was at the Vassar Water Home here in Poughkeepsie.
They reopened.
They're reopening it.
Yeah,
they don't have any people in there yet, but it's very cool. They're reopening it, and they allowed me into their archives to look through their ledgers and stuff, and it's some really great stuff.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
that's super old.
It's very old stuff. Yeah, they go back to the 1870s.
Wow!
And then the lady who was running the place, she was really cool. She's like, "I'm a fan of your work," and I was like, "Oh, thanks." She's like, "You really are really incredibly talented, and your lectures are so much fun." And I was like, "Oh, that's very sweet," you know.
She's right.
Yeah, thank you. And but then she's like, so I was telling her about how I've created relationships between various organizations, and I was like, yeah, I'm friends with the folks at the Poughkeepsie Rural Cemetery, and she's like, oh, you are? I'm like, yeah, and she's like, I have a dead guy in my office, and I was like,
wait, a body or?
Well, that was I'm thinking she's got like a record that she's trying to.
I'm thinking
research.
skeleton.
Well. I was like, and they hadn't had any old folks in the home for a while because it was closed and, they're reopening. But I was like,
she's got a resident that didn't want to leave when they dropped dead.
I was like,
so you have to.
So she's like, I'll be right back. And she comes back and she puts this box on the table.
A box?
A box.
Okay.
And then the lid's open and I'm looking at, and it's a bag of ashes. And I'm like,
oh, so she really does have a dead guy.
I'm like, those are cremains. She's like, yeah. And she's like, I'm just trying to verify who that is.
Whoa. She doesn't know who the dead guy is?
She's like, I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure. And I'm like,
she get it.
So it had a little tag on it that said Poughkeepsie Rural Cemetery with a number.
So you have to.
So I was like, let me text my guy, Brian, who's the superintendent there. And I texted him a picture. I'm like, can you tell me who this is?
Did he laugh?
It's like, I'll get back to you in like an hour.
He doesn't get that very often.
You know what? He works in a cemetery. He gets a lot of weird stuff. So
not like that. Can you name the dead guy?
Can you name the dead guy that's in front of me? That I think I just coughed out his ashes because there's dust everywhere.
Wait, does she know where she got it from?
So it just kind of showed up.
It just appeared.
A
box of dead guy.
A box of dead.
I hate when that happens.
Because I literally, I pulled that because I was looking for a name. I'm like, maybe the name's on the bag. And meanwhile, I'm like lifting these ashes, this bag. I'm like, okay. So, and then it's funny because when he sent me back the name of the person, and I was like, oh, okay, Frederick. And I was like, okay. And then she's like, okay, that makes sense. All right. So
she knew who it was.
Yeah. So,
why is he there?
She's not entirely sure. And she's like, I got to figure out if I can put him in the plot where his wife is at the cemetery. So I'm like, this is really sad. But also, I think I have Freddie on me. It's like,
the machine.
I'm like, is this like just from the ledgers or Freddie? I'm not.
It's got to be the ledgers.
We're going to go with the ledgers.
Yeah. Box of dead guy.
I'm like, wow, I am living in history, like, all the way.
Really, in your pore, like, covered in it, literally.
It was like, I'm just going to go wash my hands.
How did the dead guy get from the cemetery to the place here?
I think his wife was at the home.
Oh, and she died there?
And she died there.
And they didn't take Freddie with them?
Yeah, I don't know.
You don't think
I don't know.
His ashes?
Maybe not.
Is she cremated or she's
I
buried?
think she's cremated and buried, her remains.
But not his.
No.
You got to reunite these two.
But did she want? Maybe she didn't want to be with him.
Then she would have like done something else with the ashes.
Like dumped him down the toilet.
Like, yeah, like, put him in the litter box or something. Then she would have taken good care of Freddie. Because Freddie's ashes need to... It's not even in an urn or anything.
It was literally in a bag in this little plastic box.
With a number.
And I was like, oh, man.
Alas, poor
Freddie.
I knew him well.
I was like, man, I really know you well, Freddie.
Wow.
So that was my day.
Yeah, no, I got nothing. I went to yoga. That's about it. No dead guys in boxes,
Oh,
sorry.
Good. All right.
Wait. Okay. I heard a jack in the box, but... Yeah, bump. Ready in a box. Do. Wow. That's creepy.
So what do you got?
Not that.
Not
Okay. Yeah. So, right. Because I'm an old sack of garbage, and I am Gen X, for those Gen Xers out there, sorry millennials, sorry boomers.
I'm a millennial.
I know you are.
Yes.
And there is a whole generation in between boomers and millennials, and that is me. X, baby, X, okay?
Okay.
We are X, which means I remember the bicentennial.
Okay.
Of 1976.
Yeah.
I was a little girl.
And that was when, like, people were really into the spirit.
And it was the coolest frickin' thing ever.
Oh, yeah.
I remember going down to, it must have been the Battery, and seeing, Operation Sail with these big, boats, and everybody was patriotic. You never saw so much red, white, and blue in your life.
Oh, yeah.
Everything was red, white, and blue. You'd watch a TV show, right? And in between the TV shows, with commercials, today, in 1776, this has been a bicentennial minute.
Yeah.
And everything was bicentennial. And it was fabulous. But I'm scratching my ass because I can't believe that was 50 years ago.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Okay, yeah. So considering I'm only 33, I don't know how I remember
30,
that.
well.
Shut your mouth, youngin'.
Sorry.
So we are now in the 50 years past the millennial.
Yep.
So 250. So I decided I wanted to do Patriots of 1776, but me being who I am, let's do Jewish Patriots of 1776.
I'm intrigued.
As well we should be. When I came across Jewish pirates, I was like, I can't even believe that's a thing.
That's a very cool thing.
Everybody knows pirates, right?
Yeah.
Well, everybody knows patriots. So let's talk. Although they were small in number, American Jews fought bravely and prayed fervently for liberty.
Okay.
The early Jewish community gave generously to the cause, and they were as American as apple pie or apple kugel, maybe potato kugel. Okay. Jews played a very pivotal role in winning the revolution. During the war, every city that had a synagogue fell to the British, except for Philadelphia.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Jewish patriots throughout the colonies congregated there. Once the war ended, Jews now began pressing for full American citizenship. They hoped for the rights for liberty would apply to everybody. Okay? So Jewish patriots wanted religious liberty. In Europe, Jews could not be upper officers. They weren't allowed to command Christian soldiers. Under Washington, things were very different. Washington had no problem promoting Jewish soldiers. Yeah, he couldn't care less. Jews were accepted by the founding fathers. Washington was okay with Jewish officers in everything and even allowed them to take Friday nights off to observe the Sabbath.
Really?
Yes, he couldn't care. Jewish people had more freedom after the war than before. Okay? So during the time of the American Revolution, Jewish colonists were a very small minority in America, only about 2,000 people, but they made very important contributions to the fight for independence.
Okay.
Many supported the cause of freedom, seeing that the same values of liberty and justice are very also central to Jewish tradition.
Okay.
So let's give a few examples, shall we?
Yeah, I'm curious. Who do we got?
Chaim Solomon.
Okay.
Chaim Solomon was one of the most important Jewish patriots. A Polish-born immigrant, he used his skills as a financial broker to help fund the American cause. He raised money and gave loans to support the Continental Army and leaders like George Washington, Robert Morris. And without his efforts, the army might not have had the supplies needed to continue fighting.
Okay.
Okay.
Solomon.
Financial, contributor.
All right.
Francis Salvador, who was often called the first Jewish American to die for the cause of independence, was living in South Carolina. He became active in the revolutionary movement and was elected to provincial Congress. In 1776, he was killed during a conflict with loyalists and their allies, making him one of the first patriots to give up his life in the revolution.
Oh, bummer.
Mordechai Sheftal was a leader in Georgia and served as a colonel in the Continental Army. He helped organize troops and supplies in the southern colonies. Despite being captured by the British at one point, he remained committed to the cause of independence.
You know, you don't hear the name Mordechai.
You do in my congregation.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
You know, we all have, well, a lot of us have Hebrew names. I have a Hebrew name. I never use it.
Well, no, I know that. But
So it's also, no, you know, all the Mordechais I know usually go by Morty.
Morty. Okay. Okay.
Or it's a Hebrew derivative. We go by the English names. You don't, yeah, not secular.
Well, there's a lot of 18th century names you don't hear anymore. Ichabod and, so forth. But
I know Ichabod. No, I never met anybody named Ichabod other than Craig.
Zebulon, that's another one. That's another Hebrew name.
They're all from the Bible. Yeah. I had a couple of Jehovah's Witnesses in my class. Ezekiel, Ishmael.
That's another
and
one.
Ishmael, I've had a couple of them, and when we do like harvest stuff, like Edgar Allan Poe, whatever, I had to remove them from the classroom. But most of them with kids like that go to private school.
Okay.
They go to their own stuff. But I can introduce you.
I used to terrorize my mother. And I told her that if I ever had a son, I'd name him Ichabod.
Oh, that would be the coolest thing.
And she's like, then I have to call him Icky for sure.
And we would. And he would have a rough childhood.
Yeah, he probably would.
So let's try this. Get another puppy, name him Icky.
Okay. Ichabod. Yeah.
Ichabod.
Yeah.
Ichabod. Yeah. Okay.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Benjamin Nones was the soldier who fought bravely in the Continental Army, who participated in important battles. He was known for his dedication to the revolutionary cause. We have some other notable Jewish patriots. Judah Toro. Although younger during the revolution, he later became famous for supporting Jewish American causes. We have Gershom Mendes. Boy, do I botch up names.
Even Hebrew names? No.
Any name. Seixas. Seekus? But there's an X in there. That really messed me up.
Okay.
He was a rabbi who supported the patriot cause and encouraged his congregation to stand with the revolutionaries. David Frank's a more complicated figure because he was accused of loyalist sympathies.
Oh.
Yeah, showing that not all colonists agreed on independence.
Well, it does kind of make me wonder, like, New York City was controlled by the British. How many Jewish loyalists were there?
Yeah.
There had to be some.
No doubt.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, why does this matter? I'm glad you asked, Shan. Jewish patriots believed that the fight for American independence was also a fight for religious freedom.
Sure.
Under British rule, again, Jews faced very stiff restrictions. But under the new United States, they were promised greater equality.
Sure.
And their contributions helped to shape a country where people of different backgrounds could live with more freedom and opportunity.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I thought so. So we did those guys. Whoops, sorry. Let me scroll down. I screwed up my notes. Right?
No.
I have so much stuff here.
What?
Yeah. I'm trying to cut it out. Okay. Freedom. Did I do religious freedom?
Yep.
So Jews could openly practice Judaism. Did we do Chaim Solomon? Yep. He saved the army with money when it was struggling. Most Jews lived in a few key cities like New York, Philly, and Charleston.
Sure.
Synagogue supported the cause, like we did Gershom, whose name I can't pronounce. He encouraged people to support the patriots, but not everyone agreed.
Right.
Just like today, people who had different opinions. Some Jewish colonists supported the British instead. Yes, that's in my notes.
Okay.
Do I have facts on that one? No. But I know Chaim Solomon. I might be wrong. If you look at a dollar bill and there's like a star inside, I don't have a dollar bill to show you right now.
I haven't
I'm
a millennial. I never have money on me.
You got a buck?
No, I got 20.
No, I need a single dollar.
I do have a dollar.
Oh, give me. Did you get that at the stripper club? Wait, give me that.
Yes, I did. I've been working hard.
I know you did, because that's where I got mine. Block Shop is giving it to them. Okay, so everybody take out a dollar bill. Okay, you doing that, breathers? On the back, you got the pyramid with the eye.
Yep.
Not that. The eagle with the star above.
Okay.
Is a Jewish star.
Okay.
So supposedly, rumor has it that George Washington, in order to thank Chaim Solomon for all of his contributions financially, whatever, put a little that on there saying thank you.
Like,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. That and that dollar may get you on the bus. I don't know. May not.
Interesting.
Yeah. The all-seeing eye, I think, is a Mason thing.
That's a Mason thing, yeah.
So it's the same thing. He put a lot of imagery on there, and I think that was one of the images, 6-pointed star.
Okay.
So, Jews really had to come in and make their mark here, just like every other immigrant. And, now that it's coming the 250th.
What I'm realizing that the stars that are in that star are 13 for the first 13 colonies.
Yeah. But they're in the shape of, what I would call a mother and daughter.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So, that's where I was. I just, fascinating history, just things, that you thought you knew and you didn't know. Stuff you didn't know this morning.
I did not know.
See?
I was quite literally researching.
Jews?
No.
That's my job.
I know that is your job. No, I was researching the American Revolution this morning.
Sure.
Because we're trying to figure out ways of celebrating the 250th,
We should do things like we did in the 200. We should go down the Battery.
God,
This has been a bicentennial minute. There were bicentennial quarters, which I'm sure I still have somewhere in
People aren't feeling it. They're just not.
I'll tell you,
we're a different country now.
1976, we did.
Yeah.
It was way before a different time, a different way of thinking. And I remember, even as a little kid, that it was just, especially that summer. The summer of the bicentennial, I mean, you couldn't go anywhere without seeing an apple pie or a Chevrolet or, and it was, I think we need to bring it back.
I mean, that would be nice.
You hate this country, you can't hate a country. I mean, look, you may not agree with some things. I mean, maybe not agreeing with your leader. I understand that. But isn't it also saying, well, I hate the pilot, so I hope the plane goes down?
Yeah, no.
Right? No. Then, you vote, you express your voice. Yeah. You try to get changes. Yeah. But hating the country is not where it is, and especially when Jews have come here for so long.
Right.
Try to make a difference. So I just thought that was something worth noting. I came across that unintelligent. I didn't mean to.
Accidentally.
Yeah, that's
the word you're looking for.
I almost said unintelligibly, which I think I'm about at this end.
No.
And by accident, just quite by accident, something crossed my way.
Sure.
And sometimes when I see these things, I'm like, oh, wait a minute, somebody's trying to tell me something. Wait, let me scroll back. Let me see what this is.
Do some reading.
And then you do a deep dive into it. And there were things I knew, things I didn't know. I had heard of Chaim Solomon. Some of them I heard of. But there you go, Breathers.
I love it.
Good. Yay.
Thanks for the history.
Happy birthday, America. 250.
And that's it. And thank you for listening
to another
patriotic
bicentennial and a half-ish
episode
of All My Favorite People Are Dead. See you, Freddie.
Freddie, no.
Does he have spaghetti?
Oh, Freddie.
Freddie with